y'all. So today we are going to trim Ginger's feet. Excuse the mud. It has been raining for the past couple of days here and she has been rolling in the mud nonstop. So we're going to go ahead and get started with this front foot right here. So they've already been cleaned out. So we're going to go ahead and put her foot between my legs, and we're going to trim the bars down a little bit with my hoof knife, like so. Don't want to take too much, just enough to make it nice and straight. I'm going to do the other one. So this one doesn't need to come down as much, so I'm just going to get the top off a little bit. Then I'm going to cut some of this shedding frog right here. So the frog naturally sheds a couple times a year, especially after a good rain like we've been having. So I'm going to just take off any part of the frog that's kind of flapping around. I don't want to dig into it too much. I don't want to hurt her, but anything that's flapping around, it's already dead, and so I'm just going to help it shed off a little bit. So, all right, so next thing we're going to do is going to get my nippers here, take back a little bit of the heel on each side. Okay, and I'm just going to go around the perimeter of the wall, trimming it off. I want to make sure I don't leave the toe too long, because that kind of creates a wedge and can put extra strain on her ligaments and tendons and all that good stuff. So we don't want to add any extra pressure. Okay, so her feet are kind of long, so there's a little bit of bruising here. So we're gonna take care of that. Okay. So we kind of made it look a little bit messy. So we're gonna get our rasp here and clean it up a little bit and make it all level. So I'm gonna check, even out the heels first. Okay, and then I'm going to take my rasp in a circular motion and just level it off. Then I'm going to flip directions and do the same thing. I'm going to check, make sure it's level. Then I'm just going to round off the hoof wall here. And then get a nice bevel on that toe. So every time she takes a step, she kind of rolls off it. Okay. I'm just gonna check one more time. Make sure it's level. So we want her, every time she puts her foot down, we want her to land on a nice flat surface. All right. And I want to leave the sole alone, so that gives her plenty of extra cushion when she takes a step to protect that coffin bone. Okay. So I'm gonna set her foot down. Last thing we're gonna do is we're actually gonna pull her foot forward and rasp it from the top. My stand there, pick up her foot, pull it forward. So she's got a nice crack right here, so I'm going to make sure I rasp that really good to prevent any dirt from getting in there and making that crack bigger. I'm just going to round it around, make sure it's nice and smooth. Be a little bit more aggressive where that crack's at, and then just blend it all together. All right, so there we are. And I'm just gonna do one more check to make sure nothing's caught. And I'm gonna gently set her foot down, and that's that. So her foot is a little bit flat on the top because of that crack. Made it nice and flat to prevent extra dirt from getting in there. So that's why her foot's a little bit flatter on the front than I would have liked. But we did what was best for this horse and this foot. So that is trimming Ginger's front foot. Hope you enjoyed it.